Mettiamoci al lavoro. Riorientamento. Sto cercando un nuovo percorso. Tenersi a destra e poi voltare a destra. Voltare a destra. Tenersi a destra e poi continuare dritto. Andare dritto. Sto ricalcolando il percorso. Appena possibile, invertire il senso di marcia. Non importa, troverò un nuovo percorso. Invertire il senso di marcia. Ok, cerchiamo un nuovo percorso. Si prega di invertire il senso di marcia appena possibile. Sto cercando un nuovo percorso. Prepararsi a voltare a sinistra. Voltare a sinistra. Tenersi a sinistra e poi voltare a sinistra. Voltare a sinistra.
This programming is sponsored by attorney mediator Ron Bankston, providing in-person, video conference, and hybrid mediation and arbitration services. More at ronbankston.com.
Coffin was temporarily locked in the airplane as police attempted to control the crowds. Odinga is expected to be received by President William Ruto and close family members before his coffin is escorted to a funeral home.
Odinga spent decades as an opposition leader, losing 5 presidential campaigns. And a court in Norway has sentenced a former US embassy security guard to 3.5 years in prison for spying for Russia and Iran. The court said the 28-year-old Norwegian provided information that could be used to help carry out attacks. I'm Pete Ross at the BBC in London.
Support for NPR comes from the station and from Eric and Wendy Schmidt through the Schmidt Family Foundation, working toward a healthy, resilient, secure world for all. On the web at theschmidt.org. From Jarl and Pamela Moan, focusing on civil liberties, foster youth, public radio, and the arts. And from the Walton Family Foundation, working to create access to opportunity for people and communities by tackling tough social and environmental problems. More information is at waltonfamilyfoundation.org.
Non importa. Troverò un nuovo
It's Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm Layla Faldin.
And I'm Steve Inskeep. One of the most significant airlifts in the history of Alaska is underway after the remnants of a typhoon hit a remote area. Hundreds of people are being evacuated from rural villages, and the homes in 2 villages are so damaged the entire population is being airlifted out. Sage Smiley is the news director at KYUK in Bethel, Alaska. Hi there, Sage.
Hello.
What's happening where you are?
Well, here in Bethel, we're the biggest community in western and northern Alaska, and it's extra busy right now because we're serving as the hub for evacuation and for aid for smaller communities that have been devastated by this typhoon remnant. So we have people passing in and out of the airport, helicopters flying back and forth from the coast. It's been really busy and a really huge logistical lift. We're still getting pieces of the full picture of the devastation here, but Bethel's emergency shelter is near or at capacity, and it's not totally clear where these hundreds of people are going to go.
What was the storm like?
So, harsh weather is pretty familiar out here by the Bering Sea, but we've been hearing from people along the Kuskokwim River here and up the coast saying they've never seen a storm like this. It caused historic flooding, it blew at least one house upside down, and floated dozens of homes and other buildings off their foundations. The state of Alaska says that more than 1,000 people have been displaced. My colleague Eric Stone from Alaska Public Media spoke to Samuel Carl from Guigilangak, one of the hardest hit villages here at the Bethel Airport, and his house was picked up by floodwater and drifted.
I think the wind shifted and the house turned, then we start drifting away again. We end up other side of the village, other side of the river.
Carl says they don't even have their IDs. He couldn't go back to his house because there was an ongoing search for 2 men who are missing after their house floated away. One woman, their family member, was found dead on Monday.
Now, when we say this is an airlift, how hard is it to move around?
Well, we're totally unconnected from the U.S. road system. You could not drive here if you wanted to. The only way in is by plane or barge. This region is primarily Yupik, indigenous people native to western Alaska, and there are around 30,000 people living in a region the size of Oregon, spread out over dozens of tiny villages. Life out here is really close to the land. People fish on the water in the summer and through the ice in the winter. They pick berries, hunt moose and beaver and geese, gather wild eggs. They subsist, live off the land. Evan Erickson, one of our reporters here at KYUK, spoke to Buggy Carl, a tribal administrator from Kipnuk, another village in the path of the storm that's being evacuated. He said it's really hard for people to think of not being in their village.
I know their mindset that their heart is here. They don't know anywhere else to go because, they grew up here.
Here we are in autumn. It's moose season. People have spent the whole summer storing foods for winter, and all of that is lost. It's devastating for these families who lose that nutrition and connection to generations of cultural tradition.
That's Sage Smiley with KYUK in Bethel, Alaska. Thanks so much.
Koya Nakpa, thanks.
Hey, thanks for listening to your public radio station, which brings you Morning Edition, powered by reports from local stations across the country like we just heard. Tomorrow on Morning Edition, we report on China's economy. Leaders of the Communist Party are meeting to plan out the next 5 years as things slow down. It's on the NPR app or on a smart speaker or this station. It's Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm Steve Inskeep.
And I'm Layla Faldin.
You are.
I am.
But I'm Jared Carroll. Just about 7:50. Good morning. They just cleared a wreck. Katy Freeway was inbound 10 before Greenhouse in a right lane. They just drove off.
Houston Public Media, in partnership with Texas Southern University, brings to you The Vibe. R&B, hip-hop, and neo-soul. Music that resonates with all ages. The Vibe on 88.7 HD3 and on the Houston Public Media app.
We know you value Houston Public Media. That's why you're listening right now. Take the next steps and become a new member of the station you rely on. Every gift makes a difference, and what matters most right now is supporting the station that brings you the news and information you rely on. It only takes a few minutes to make a big difference. Join as a new member today at HoustonPublicMedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
Support comes from the Houston Symphony, where jazz meets the classics. In Gershwin and Grimaud, jazz meets symphony. Pianist Aline Grimaud joins the orchestra for Gershwin's Concerto in F, October 17th through the 19th at Jones Hall. Tickets at HoustonSymphony.org.
Support for Houston Public Media comes from Drexel University, whose cooperative education program positions students to explore future careers and discover their passions before graduation. More about experiential education at drexel.edu.
The timeline is apparently set for how school vouchers will roll out across Texas, except that timing may only benefit parents who could already afford to send their kids to private school. I'm Craig Cohen. We learn why on the next Houston Matters.
It's at 9 this morning. Of course, you can watch live on video on our YouTube channel as well. 85 for the highs, some sun, some clouds. Slight chance of rain tonight. That's going up to 40% chance for Friday and Saturday. We need the rain big time. A lot of burn bans in the area, mid to upper 80s for those days. 69 right now. Have your gift doubled. HoustonPublicMedia.org/donate. Appreciate that. 751. News 88.7.
Black Friday is still a month out, but holiday shopping season is well underway in warehouses and retailer boardrooms across the U.S.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Amazon Business, dedicated to helping businesses save time on office tasks and empower leaders with business buying solutions that support teams to focus on growing the business. Learn about smart business buying at AmazonBusiness.com. And by Progressive Insurance. Progressive is looking for individuals who want to join an inclusive and unique culture. More information, including application, at progressive.com/careers.
From Marketplace, I'm Sabri Benishore, in for David Brancaccio. Retailers are getting ready for the most magical time of their year, holiday shopping season. They have got a lot to deal with. Tariffs, of course, but also an economy that is split between high-income and low-income shoppers. Marketplace's Carla Javier reports.
The consumer to watch is the cautious one, says Gregory Dacko, chief economist at EY.
We think consumers will be more conservative, more judicious when it comes to how many gifts they purchase.
He and a colleague released a new holiday retail forecast based on income growth, prices, interest rates, and consumer confidence. They expect sales to grow, modestly, by 2.5%.
That will largely reflect an increase in prices rather than an increase in volumes.
Analyst Arun Sundaram at CFRA Research is a bit more optimistic, especially about sales volume, based on how back-to-school season went this year.
Certainly prices played a role in it as well, but also volumes or unit sales were strong.
He says retailers are adapting to bring in value-focused customers. At Target, for example, Sundaram says there will be more entry-level pricing.
Things like $20 clothing, anything really that people buy as gifts.
Especially affordable store brands. And while tariffs make it harder for retailers to offer steep discounts, he says Costco and Walmart will use loyalty data and AI to deliver personalized deals.
And that allows them to protect their margins while still appearing competitive on prices.
Which Sundaram says could result in a good holiday season, even if not a great one. I'm Carla Javier from Marketplace.
India has agreed to stop buying Russian oil. At least that is according to President Donald Trump. The president has pushed him to do this as a way of putting pressure on Russia to end the war in Ukraine. And Trump says he's received assurances from Indian leader Narendra Modi that India would do this. But that is not quite the tone we're hearing from India this morning, which just says it'll continue to prioritize the country's needs, indicating it may not stop importing from Russia. The BBC's Arunadhay Mukherjee reports from Delhi.
India has consistently resisted growing pressure from the U.S. over its Russian oil imports, saying it needs to secure its energy requirements given the rising population and rapidly growing economy. In a statement, the Foreign Ministry indicated, however, that the government was open to diversifying as appropriate to meet market conditions. Reacting to President Trump's remarks, the statement said discussions were ongoing with the U.S. administration, which they said had shown interest in deepening energy cooperation with India. Delhi has always maintained close ties with Moscow, and Prime Minister Modi for months has stood his ground, citing India's neutral stand in the Russia-Ukraine war.
We're coming to you right now because we're asking you to support the journalism you depend on. We are now fully funded by you, the listener. I want to emphasize that your support really makes a difference to our station. It's the only way that we can continue to bring the news you rely on, whether it's national stories or some of our local programming and local news. Make a difference right now at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887. I'm Joshua Zinn.
And I'm Alexandra Hart. The clock's ticking. Help us reach this $10,000 goal before the hour's up. Less than 5 minutes to go. Right now, you can make your gift to Houston Public Media and select meals as your thank you gift. You'll support local programming you rely on, and through Interfaith Ministries Meals on Wheels, you're also making sure homebound seniors across Greater Houston get a good meal. That's 2 kinds of nourishment in one simple gift. Give now at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
We've had several people give this hour. Thank you to Stephen. Thank you, Gregory, Blaine. Thank you, Heather, Lisa, Luke. Thank you, Laura. Thank all of you for giving this now to Houston Public Media. And those folks who have given are getting their gifts doubled this hour. This is one of those moments when you have to act fast. You have 4 minutes. Right now, your gift is doubled for the next 4, actually, honestly, less than 4 minutes. $100 becomes $200. $10 a month becomes $20 a month for an entire year. That's twice the support for fact-based news and stories that keep you informed. But this chance wraps up soon. Let's call it 3.5 minutes. Don't wait. Double your donation before time runs out. Make your gift now at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
Houston Public Media was built with you in mind. Everything we do, everything we report on is because of you. Our local programs dig deep into issues that you want to know about. We're only here because of your support, and that has never been more important than now that we have lost federal funding. Our mission and commitment is to you. Please give now at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate.
Less than 3 minutes to go. It only takes a moment to make a meal happen. Your donation to Houston Public Media can provide food for local seniors who are unable to leave their homes. When you choose meals as your thank you gift, Interfaith Ministries Meals on Wheels delivers directly to those in need. This is what community looks like. Give now, get your gift doubled, and select meals as your thank you gift. Go double the impact, plus double the impact at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
From property taxes to public safety, local issues affect you every day. Our newsroom breaks it down clearly. You can trust it because it's fact-checked, researched, and fully reported. This local journalism is only available because you support this station, listeners just like you. Support it today at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
And don't forget, right now, your donation is working twice as hard. Every dollar you give is doubled, but only for a short time. You have less than 2 minutes. This chance is ending in less than 2 minutes, so if you've been waiting to give, this is your moment. You've got 2 minutes to do it. Double your gift today and keep fact-based, independent news strong in Houston. Don't wait. Let's do it now. Let's reach our goal of 10,000 before the end of the hour. You've got 1.5 minutes to go. Support the journalism you trust by giving at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887 before this chance ends.
If you believe in protecting the public from misinformation and you understand the importance of an informed community, consider making a leadership gift of $1,200 or more. By joining our Studio Society, you help secure reliable, independent journalism for all Houstonians for now and for the future. Give at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
You bring people together with one act of kindness. When you give to Houston Public Media, you're connecting our city through trusted news and compassion. Select meals as your thank you gift, and Interfaith Ministries Meals on Wheels will deliver hot meals to homebound seniors who need them the most. It's one small click that makes a world of difference. Make that click. Donate now at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887.
For decades, Houston Public Media relied on federal and community funding. That's changed. Today, we are entirely powered by this community, and that is a big deal. That's why today we're turning to you. Your support ensures life-saving alerts and local reporting that matters to this community continue into the future. Give at houstonpublicmedia.org/donate or call 888-909-0887. Don't wait.
Support comes from Specs Wine, Spirits, and Finer Foods. Texas family-owned and operated since 1962. Celebrating fall with a variety of wines, spirits, beers, seasonal sips, and more. Details at specsonline.com. The fun starts here.
85 for the high today. Some clouds rolling in. 72 for the low tonight with a slight chance of rain. That's going up to 40% chance. We'll get some much-needed rain Friday and Saturday. Slight chance of rain for Sunday. Sunshine, 87 for Monday. Right now, 79 on the beach at Freeport, 69 here at the University of Houston.